Hello everyone, welcome to another video of Splatoon 3. Today I will be playing Big Run, which is a limited time event. It's very similar to Salmon Run, which I'll be making more content of later, with slight differences. One of the major differences is that it is on one of the multiplayer maps called Wahoo World. And the only other difference that I could find was that there, at the end of some of the runs, a big boss spawns. Sadly, I was unable to get any footage of the big boss spawning because, as I said earlier, there's a chance for it to spawn. It's not always going to. So, the idea of Big Run is that you go around and kill the salmon, and then there are sometimes bosses like you see here. That one is called Steelhead. He basically just blows up a balloon of green ink in this case and then throws it, and if it explodes too close to you, you will die. As you can see here, I am just waiting for another boss to spawn because the bosses drop these golden eggs that you then need to put in the basket in the middle. This boss here is called Steel Eel. It's basically, you just need to attack its tail for it to die, as you can see there, and it does a lot of damage. So in every Salmon Run and Big Run, there are 3 waves. Each wave you have a certain quota to meet, as you can see in the top left corner. If you do not meet the quota, then you will lose. Or if all 4 of you die, you will also lose. So every wave of Big Run, you get a different weapon. Normally in Salmon Run, they have the weapons set so that you can only get one of 4 weapons. But in Big Run, you can get any weapon that is in the game. So you can see me here killing all of these small salmon. Those are just to get orange eggs, which they don't help in the actual gameplay. They're just there for stats. One thing that I find very interesting that is different about Salmon Run in Splatoon 3 as opposed to in Splatoon 2 is that you can throw the golden eggs, which is nice if you're trying to transport them quickly. You can make a train. Here, this boss, basically you just need to make it stop moving and then attack it from behind because it has a giant shield on the front of it. When the waves are cleared, the enemies eventually just start to go back into the water and then fade away. Each wave has 100 seconds, as you can see in the top left corner, which is generally plenty of time. As they get harder, then it gets more difficult to be able to kill all the bosses quickly enough. This boss here is called Flyfish. It shoots tint missiles, which are just missiles that go into the air and lock onto people, and you just need to run away from them before they explode you. I realized at this point in time that my teammates weren't exactly the best, or didn't really know how to play the game, because in order to kill the fly fish, you need to throw a slap bomb into both of the boxes. So that I just hit back, it will cause a rainstorm, which does a lot of damage if you're not paying attention. It is shot by this umbrella guy, which you just want to kill him while he's exposed, because otherwise he is under a impervious metal umbrella. So in every game you get 2 specials that you can use in any wave. I generally just do not remember to use them, so I just, as you can see here, I use them just both at the same time right at the very end. Sometimes I will use my special earlier, just in case like all of my teammates are dead and I need to survive or get them back alive, but generally I do not use it. Okay, now we're getting into our second game here of Big Run. As I was saying before, basically we just completed all 3 waves and met the quota for all 3, so therefore we won. Now, right now I'm not very happy because I have a sniper and snipers aren't the best, but perfect timing because now there's a UFO which can easily defeat from this wonderful sniping perch. Right now I'm just really waiting to go for mostly the bosses because there's a Grizzco blaster and there's not much I can do, like with a long range and slow firing sniper. I realized that the Grizzco blaster left, so I figured I might as well help out my teammate a little bit. And then I just went to the other side. So right now I'm trying to throw a splat bomb to heal the teammate, and it just works out better than me trying to snipe them. So this is a dolphin. Basically you just need to ink all of the area in the circle underneath it, and then you can shoot it until it dies. Again, another steel eel. They're really common and not that hard to kill. This flying guy that you saw briefly, he basically just steals the golden eggs, and we just need to kill him before he can steal them. So as you'll see here, I have a Grizzco blaster, says in the bottom right corner, and basically this weapon is not in the game. I wish it was in the game. It's a pretty nice blaster, but it is not, sadly. I'm over here away from everybody because I mean this is my second game of Big Run and of Salmon Run, so I don't exactly know how it works, but yes, I realize that nothing spawns further out. Here I just completely farmed eggs because, I mean, my blaster is completely broken. I still don't understand why that guy used Wave Breaker there because it wasn't extremely necessary, but it's fine. This blaster absolutely destroys Steelhead. It's crazy. And back to just farming free XP. This blaster is just, completely broken. This here's a Moz. Basically, you kill it by, throwing a bomb in its mouth. Pretty self-evident. It is a one-shot kill if you get the bomb in its mouth, and it will one-hit you if it beats you. I tried here to kill the steelhead right at the last few seconds to get more XP, but was unable to, which is fine, because we met the quota anyways. So here we got teleported back to the middle as opposed to on the end, and I received a tri-stringer, which is not extremely exciting because it's long range and slow firing, so really only good against bosses. Again, a Moz, I can easily defeat it because I'm not firing that much. And again, here's another one of the guys that are trying to steal the golden eggs. I realized that I should come and actually put the eggs in because my teammates weren't, and they were going to get stolen, so. I'm just shooting over there to cover it with my ink and really just hope that something comes out of those fountains in order for me to get XP before my teammates steal it. I was trying to kill the umbrella guy from far away because he's really annoying, but sadly was unable to reach him, which was okay because I was able to kill him here. Yeah, there's a tower coming in right in front of me, and I was really hoping that the explosions would kill them if I shot the tower, but it did not, so I just had to quick fire because I can't aim, so. Here I just used my reef slider because, again, no use to not use the special, and I wasn't going to use it during the actual game, so. Here we are in our third game of Big Run so far. I'm liking it a lot. I hope you guys are as well. Hoping I get better weapons than last game. Grizzco Blaster off the start. I'm already loving it. And I see that my special is Inkjet, so I'm probably not going to use it until later. And by later, I mean at the very end. So, I'm just exploring the map still, seeing where everything is. Salmon are not supposed to spawn that way. They did because I was over here, but they're not generally supposed to spawn that way. Here I was just trying to farm XP, waiting for another boss to spawn, because, I mean, there's not much else to do. And saving my teammate as always. But the Grizzco Blaster, absolutely destroys Steelhead, which is pretty nice. It actually destroys a lot of the bosses pretty easily. Which is why it's a completely broken and unbalanced weapon. Here I was just hoping that my teammates knew what they were doing and were able to take out Flyfish, which apparently I was the only one who did. but luckily they figured it out after the second try, so it was pretty good. We were able to get some more eggs in. And of course, farming XP at the end of the game while all your enemies are running away. Now I believe whether you start in the middle or on the end is random. There could be a set system that I could not figure out, but I think it's just random depending on what the game wanted to decide. At this point I was very upset because long-range sniper, self-firing, couldn't really get into close combat like I'd like to, but it's fine. So in front of me you see the yellow thing on the ground. It's a launcher. Basically it just launches the golden eggs near and sometimes in the basket, so it's pretty useful if you're really far away from the basket. Here it's a little bit less useful, but it's fine. Still gets the job done if people are hanging back by the basket. Here's another Moz. Of course, my teammates always die to Moz because they don't pay attention, but it's fine. As you can see there, you can kill Moz normally. It's just a one-shot kill if you use a bomb, so it's better. I keep checking to the left because I'm just waiting for more salmon to spawn that way, which I completely was not thinking about the fact that they won't until there's a boss, but that's fine. I finally found a purpose for my sniper, which was to shoot the umbrella guy. It was pretty good. Because I honestly do not like the rain. It messes like all the ground up really bad. Here I was just saving my teammates as usual. Do normal. Now with the slosher, I have better range, and then, more damage, just slower fire rate, so it's fine. Way better than a sniper though. Here I was testing the fountain because I didn't really understand it that much. It's very different from Splatoon 2, so, but that's fine. I used inkjet here just because I figured free XP before my teammates can get it, and I knew I probably wouldn't need it because with a slosher I have better range for even if all three of my teammates died, I could still save them. I started to understand how the tower worked, and I realized that it's pretty easy with the slosher because you can just kill multiple in one attack. My teammate's using Booyah Bomb, which is a pretty nice special. Works very well in multiplayer. I wouldn't necessarily say it does much in single player, but it's fine. Alright, salmon run, I guess. And I have a Moz locked onto me because I honestly don't really know why, because my teammates were closer to the water, but I guess it locked onto me when I was running away. And then here, of course, I used my last inkjet because, as I've said before, there's no reason to let it go to waste. You could probably get some extra XP with it. It's fine. So here I wanted to mention that on the top left is the amount of golden eggs that somebody got, and the bottom left it's the amount of like orange eggs that somebody got, which is just from killing the smaller salmon. On the top right it's the amount of people that somebody like healed brought them back. And then the bottom right is the amount of times that somebody died. Just as a helpful bit of information.